Hey guys, check this out. This is DEWALT's DCF850, their newest and most compact 1825-inch impact driver. This is 3 speeds, 2.1 pounds without the battery, less than 4 inches across. It is small. We're going to compare this guy up against the Milwaukee. This is going to be a blast. Stick with us. All right, for this test, we're gonna start out with the 3-speed switch on number 3, on high. Variable speed trigger is ready to go. This collet up front is a quick connect, so you're gonna see me throwing things in. If it's light enough, it will spit these things back out most of the time. We're gonna start out with a 7/8 inch bit. We have a 2 amp hour battery that is made in 2014, so it's an older battery with a 5 amp hour on backup because this is what comes with the kit. Let's see what it does. Not a problem there at all. Moving up to a 1 inch. Maybe slowed slightly, but nothing to speak of. Here's a 1 1/4. At the end there, I'm just going to switch this over to the Milwaukee to get an idea on speed. Yes, I get it. This one's warm. We have a CP3 battery. Not a good comparison, but just as a check. That seems much, much faster, but let's just play this game. Put on a 5 amp hour battery and see what happens. I'm gonna guess there that the Milwaukee still seems a touch faster. Let's move up to 1.5 inches. Let's move over to the Milwaukee and see what that does. Feels like the Milwaukee is faster, there's no doubt there, but it's not that much faster from here. Maybe if you guys time it. Yeah, it seems significant once you really look at it, but still, for the size of this and the power that's coming out of the DEWALT, it's still very impressive. I know this is odd, 7/8 inch auger bit. I just want to give it a try and see what's going to happen with this and maybe do a little more comparing. It's absolutely zero issue. They feel pretty spot on with this, but this is smaller, so I need to go bigger. All right, one way of going bigger is going to be going into some harder wood. This is treated. This is a 6x6 that's been sitting around here for a long time. Same 1.5 inch spade bit. Let's take her right to the bottom and see what happens. That is pretty amazing to go through this, and the Milwaukee didn't fall on the floor. Let's see what the Milwaukee will do. Well, I think that's pretty clear. I'm just going to go through the beginning stages again, and let's watch how the chips fly just from the beginning. I'm going to move the DEWALT up here in the knot a little bit more since I know there's variations in the wood. That's pretty good. It seems like the Milwaukee throws the chips a little bit further because it's going faster. And that could be a variation in the wood, because over here the Milwaukee seemed a little bit slower. So let's try over here again, one more time. That seems fast. That seems just a touch slower, but definitely not much. Let's go over here. That's slow, right? Maybe we found something. That's slow too. So variations in the wood are making the difference there. Either way, both are quite powerful, and for their size, this is absolutely amazing. All right, let's see if we can hold these two together and just get something that's close and fair. So the Milwaukee definitely beat it by a significant amount. Now we know there could be variations in the wood in there. Okay, one more test, two new legs, switching sides. Let's just see what happens. Huge jump on the Milwaukee side there, huge. Man, Milwaukee still took it. This is definitely not a comparison at all, because the DEWALT's been run quite a bit more. But in the testing that we've done, we're seeing 114, 114.2. There's definitely some heat that's coming up in here. I think if we get to the collet, we might see 120, 118 on there. It's warmer. The Milwaukee, again, not a comparison. We didn't go over and run that tool that much. But either way, I think it's normal to a point that with these smaller impacts that are running this much power, they heat up. Even the Milwaukee heats up significantly. We all know that. I'm not going to do any comparing here. I'm just going to drive some simple screws in here as if you were doing a deck. Here's level 3. These are going to zip right in, no issue. That's quick, right? Level 2, when we drop down, still quite quick. I'll do another one. Seems that the board, we might be in some drill holes down there. That was me using the trigger. I'll go full bore here. That's level 2. Level 1. This also has a little screw mode by it. So that's definitely disappointing on level 1. Now these are quite large for level 1, but this screw mode, let's see what it does. So if you find woodworkers out there, it looks like it's not going to impact, and it might be excellent for that. Level 2 is going to be the slowest you're going to go if you're on decking. So let's just, that's moving. That's good. That's good. This really, for its size, is pretty awesome. Here's something quite a bit smaller. We'll just give level 1 a try. Very controlled, no impacting here, which is interesting. So it stops. It's not like continuing to give me any more. So stops, then gives me another twist at the end. This is going to be something that's going to be used for very light duty work. I almost wish I had a level 1 that would actually impact for me and just go really slow. Level 1 reverse on these. Seems like it's just going to go at a constant speed, but let's try it out. It is impacting. Let's go for a deep one. So in reverse, level 1 will impact. All right, so what do you think? Level 1 on the DEWALT was a little bit funky. I wish it had a little bit more of an impact as it went down. And this unit whined a little bit with the brushless motor, kind of gave us some noises. Either way, if level 1 gave me something a little more, I'd be more impressed. But either way, it's nice for really small fasteners. And if you were using this in like electrical or something, putting on plates or anything, that level 1 would be absolutely awesome. I would enjoy it. It's one of those things where it's how you're going to use the tool, and if you were doing something like machine screws in level 1, that would be amazing. Simple. But if you're not, and you're expecting it to do something like fine woodworking so you have a lot of control, then in this case with this tool, it wasn't there. You'd have to go to level 2 and use the variable speed trigger, which I will say is by far one of the best variable speed triggers that I've seen on an impact driver in a long time. So I really like that. If you're going to compare the Milwaukee and the DEWALT, and you're out in the tool world saying, I'm going to buy the most powerful, fastest, and smallest one that I can get, you're obviously not getting the smallest with the Milwaukee, but you are getting the faster model if that matters to you. I think it's going to come down to what battery platform are you in. And I think it's cool that DEWALT's stepping it up quite a bit to come up with an impact driver that is somewhat keeping up with Milwaukee's tad bit larger impact driver. It's just doing its thing. So however it is, I am looking forward to a million comments below. I know they're going to be, 50-50 for both sides. I truly enjoy that. Thank you for putting your comments down there. Also, give us a like in this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.